Hey loves, my name is Wynne Jean. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're returning, hey girl, how you doing? Today we're getting into this gorgeous ombre long bob, and it can also be worn in a even middle part or more like layered side part moment. I love both of them. Today's video is sponsored by Shake and Go. I'm using their Pre-Fluffed Poppin twist hair in 28 inches. All of the details will be down below in the description bar. You should be able to find it at your local beauty supply, but if not, I'll look for a couple links and see if I can put them down below, but don't quote me. I'm using this gorgeous blonde ombre color, and I want to show you guys how to get that perfect actual ombre with braiding hair, not that little patchy moment. You know what I'm talking about. We're not doing that. It's really different for me, but I'm excited to get into it. And if you want to see how I created this look, then go ahead and keep watching.
You want a supermodel pose like my real friend Wynne?
Okay, so y'all know I had to catch the vibe, so I got most of it done, but I'm going to show you guys how I do these since it'll be easy for you to see. Excuse my clothes, I have on my robe like tied around me. I'm currently in Mexico, and when I tell you it's hot, okay, it's hot, and I can't even bother putting it on. It actually kind of looks like I have on a cute dress. I could have just not said nothing, but yeah, it's definitely my robe tied around me. We're gonna just move along. The hair is already pretty much pre-sectioned. It's literally perfect, like, to be honest. She gave it what it's supposed to have gave. It's pre-sectioned, pre-fluffed. Literally, it makes your job a lot easier. Especially as a hairstylist, because it takes a lot of time to prep hair for each client. That's a lot of time. Time is money. So I'm just going ahead and grabbing one piece, and the only part that's not fluffed out are the little ends, and that's just to keep it pre-sectioned, so I'm not mad at it. So I kind of just take my time and fluff out the little ends. I'm ready to crochet, and I haven't even taken my little twisty out. So as you guys know, I wear my hair pre-braided. I literally wear these little braids in my hair all the time, and I just put my locks and wigs and stuff on top of it. If you're new to my channel, that's what's going on here. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I have my braid. It's moisturized. She is ready to go. I kind of braided it halfway and then twisted it, but feel free to do whatever is comfortable for you. You really just want to make sure that the hair is sectioned, protected somehow, and that it's not too tight in the root. So as you see, I have quite a bit of wiggle room. I don't like my hair super tight, but do whatever you want. If you like that really fresh look, go for it. It's just, I'm big on comfort, and I do not like my hair tight. So I'm taking my crochet needle. I have it opened, and I'm going to just put it through the base of the braid. Then I attach the hair and pull it through. But I only pull it through until you see the 1B27 part. I want to keep the all blonde area at the end, and that's how you get that perfect ombre. As you can see, I crocheted it through only about 1/3, maybe 1/4 of the way, and I have the shorter end in my hair, and one hand is my left hand because I'm right-handed. I'm taking this thicker long section in my right hand, and I'm going to begin to wrap. Now I do wrap a couple times around the root a little tight, and then I begin to wrap really loose. Not really loose, but I'm not holding much tension on the hair at all. I'm kind of just letting it do its thing. And that's how you get that really natural look. You don't want it to look too perfect. And as you get to the end, you want to just check the length. I'm going for more of a even look, so I want to make sure it's like long enough. And once I get there, as you can see, I'm going to start to twist back up. And I'm just twisting until there's no more hair left. I'm not using a lighter or any glue. I don't use that on my hair. Because with the textures of hair that I use, you really don't have to. That was more for back in the day with the Marley hair. But yeah, I have not used glue or lighter on my locks in like forever. And now that we have a little bit of the hair sticking out of the ends, this is what we were wrapping around. And I'm going to do the same thing and just flip it back up and begin to wrap until there is no hair left. Now this is what you have. It's not as much texture, You can leave it here if you want to, but I like a really bubbly, really textured look. So to get that, I'm grabbing one more section and I'm taking a piece of it, maybe a fourth, not very big at all. And then what I'm doing is laying it right next to the lock, and that's how I kind of just get started. And then I have the lock that we just did here, and then I begin to wrap really loose. It's not perfect at all. It's kind of like skipping an inch or so, just really loose. And then I'm wrapping back up. Now, because I'm doing my own hair, if I was doing a client's hair, I would begin to wrap this way, but because I'm doing my own hair, wrapping this way feels really uncomfortable. If you've done your hair before, you know what I'm talking about. It's a lot easier to do it in whatever way is comfortable for you, but doing it ambidextrously, is that a word? But yeah, I can really only wrap comfortably one way. So what I do is make a knot. So I wrap, you see I have the hair here. I hold my pointer finger and my thumb right next to the lock. I wrap the hair around it and around the lock, and I go back and grab the hair. So I'm just making a knot around the lock. And now the hair is really secure, and I can just wrap the direction that's most comfortable for me without it unraveling the other side. I hope that's making sense. I'm gonna talk through one more lock so you guys can kind of get a hang of it, but yeah, I'm just wrapping really loose. This does not have to be perfect at all. Literally, the only thing that's important is making sure your hair is covered. Everything else, you can figure it out. And if it's too loose, like entirely too loose, you can continue adding little pieces like this until it feels a little more sturdy. This lock is perfect. She is ready to go. And I was a little nervous about the color, but I actually like it. I think it looks good on my skin tone, and I'm excited to wear it with like an outfit, like a similar color outfit, like a little tan moment. I think it's gonna be real cute. All right, so we got one section of hair. As you can see, it's giving ombre when you fold it in half. That is the vibe that we're going for. I hate to see people, well, I don't hate anything. I'm not a fan of uneven color, and they don't know how to blend it properly because it'll be like blonde pieces all at the top. It's a tragedy. All right, so I'm taking my crochet needle, going through the braid, as you can see. Then I'm grabbing the hair, pulling that through. Once I see that color change, I stop, so that our lock starts with this color and not the blonde. Then I hold my braid and the shorter end together, and I have the longer end, and I'm gonna just begin wrapping at the root. And as you see, I'm not twisting, I'm holding this hand steady, and I'm wrapping with this hand. Go around, grab it through, around, grab it through. In case you're a beginner, I really wanted to make this as detailed as possible without making it harder than it is, because I don't want it to be intimidating. It's really not that hard. And I'm just gonna keep wrapping until it's long enough. And I kind of want this one to be as long as my longest layer, just to kind of stamp in that blunt cut. I don't want it to look like it's layered really at all. So once I have it the length that I want, which is about here, yeah, about here, I'm gonna start wrapping back up. And again, I'm holding this hand steady, and I'm wrapping around it until there is absolutely no hair left. And then with the hair I have at the bottom, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Just wrapping it back up the lock. And because both of those sections are that really strong, just blonde color, it gives us that perfect ombre to blonde gradient, as you see. It looks like an ombre. It looks really cute. And then from that same section of hair we took a little piece from earlier, I'm gonna grab a little section of hair, and then I'm gonna lay the hair next to my lock, like this. It doesn't really matter for this, like how long of a piece there is on either side. It literally doesn't matter. This is just to add some strength to the lock and also some texture. So I'm taking that piece and I am wrapping it real crazy. I'm not even looking, to be honest. I'm talking to y'all. Just wrap, 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 wrap. Does not have to be perfect. Then at the root, thumb and pointer finger, wrap the hair around it, come around the lock, grab the other end, pull it through to create a knot. And then I can wrap it whatever direction I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it the direction that is the most comfortable for me. Oh, got my savage out, hold on. Okay. So we have this side completely done. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm probably gonna wear it with these two kind of like pushed back a little bit to give it like a little shape, but I really like it. I never really do like a really even bob, but I think it's cute and it also looks really good in the side part. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Like this video. Ooh, like this video if you like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. I love you. Bye, babes.